In what may be the most humiliating and catastrophic blow yet to Prince Harry's crumbling public persona, King Charles has reportedly taken the nuclear step, officially revoking royal titles and privileges from Harry's two children, Archie and Lilibet. According to palace insiders and growing whispers from constitutional commentators, this royal edict came not behind closed doors, but in a move as public as it was devastating, live, and deliberate. The optics could not have been worse for the Duke of Sussex, a man now seen by many as an increasingly exiled figure clawing for relevance while the institution he abandoned closes its doors, firmly and unapologetically. This isn't just a familial dispute. It's a calculated institutional message. The monarchy has finally drawn a bold, unmistakable line in the sand. Blood may be thicker than water, but loyalty to the crown outweighs all. For Harry, who gambled it all in a transatlantic media war with the royal family, this is the royal equivalent of checkmate. The stripping of Archie and Lilibet's HRH titles and royal privileges isn't simply symbolic, it has constitutional and diplomatic implications. Since stepping back from royal duties in 2020, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have oscillated between criticizing the royal family and demanding privileges from it. Their children were briefly listed as prince and princess on the official royal website, but as of this week, all references to royal status have been erased. This move did not come without reason. Sources close to the palace suggest that King Charles, despite initially granting titles to the children as a nod to lineage, felt compelled to act following Harry's ongoing legal wranglings with the British government and Meghan's tone-deaf media ventures, including her controversial Netflix series and yet another failed podcast. The Sussexes, it seems, want to exploit royal clout while openly dismantling the very institution from which it came. King Charles's decision underscores this is no longer tolerable. Make no mistake, this isn't about punishing children, it's about the actions of their parents. Harry's decision to sue the UK Home Office over security arrangements, accuse his family of institutional racism, and parade deeply personal family matters across international media has been viewed by insiders as nothing short of treachery. The term traitor has made its way into royal commentary not from tabloids, but from respected constitutional experts. Angela Levin, royal biographer and longtime palace commentator, went as far as to say, Harry doesn't just burn bridges, he dynamites them and expects the ashes to write him a security check. The monarchy, already walking a delicate line in a post-Elizabethan era, cannot afford to bend to blackmail, especially not from a family member exploiting their royal DNA for personal enrichment. Prince Harry's reaction to this latest development, according to insiders, was volcanic. Leaks from Montecito describe the Duke as furious and blindsided, though many point out that this decision has been long in the making. The real humiliation? It played out publicly. No soft announcement. No back-channel apologies. Just a swift update on royal.gov.uk, cold, clinical, final. While Harry continues to tout his work with Invictus and various charitable ventures, those efforts have been overshadowed by his increasingly erratic media behavior. From his confessional autobiography Spare, which portrayed him as a bitter, entitled victim, to his ongoing refusal to reconcile with his family without caveats, Harry has lost not just public sympathy but institutional tolerance. This latest move by King Charles is less a reaction and more a reckoning. Meghan Markle's influence in the saga cannot be overstated. From her early days as a disruptor to her current status as a polarizing media figure, she has shaped much of the Sussexes' post-royal narrative. However, what began as a carefully curated image of independence and advocacy has devolved into a string of commercial failures and credibility crises. Her latest Netflix series, reportedly costing millions to produce, was panned as self-indulgent fluff. Her Archetypes podcast was canceled by Spotify after just one season. As her media footprint shrinks, so too does her perceived value to Harry's royal leverage. Without commercial success to offset their estrangement from the monarchy, the Sussex brand is teetering on collapse. And now, the children, originally seen as Meghan and Harry's last connection to royal legitimacy, have been formally disconnected. Public opinion, once split, is now crystallizing. Polls in both the UK and the US show dwindling support for the Sussexes, particularly among older demographics and royal traditionalists. The title revocation has been widely seen not as a vendetta but as a long-overdue act of royal accountability. Even liberal outlets like The Times and The Guardian have stopped shielding Harry from critique. His attempt to live half in, half out, demanding royal security and privileges while hurling accusations has backfired spectacularly. And then there's the broader question, why should two children, raised in California with no royal duties, enjoy the trappings of a system their parents have vilified? King Charles answered that question loud and clear. The stripping of Archie and Lilibet's titles marks not just a personal humiliation for Harry but a decisive institutional shift. King Charles has made clear that the crown will not be used as a commercial prop by those who defy it. For Prince Harry, this is a moment of catastrophic clarity, one in which every choice he's made since 2020 now echoes back at him with brutal finality. The titles are gone. The privileges are revoked. The bridges are burned. And all that remains is a prince, once beloved, now watching his lineage fade from the very house he turned his back on.